it going? It's Air Force Proud 95. I am very excited to be making this video today, and let me tell you why. After 8 years of dicking about in Flight Sim with a keyboard and mouse, I have finally got a yoke, and it is about damn time. So today, we're going to be taking a look at this very impressive piece of technology. This is the YOKO Yoke by VirtualFly. It came all the way from Barcelona, Spain. I'll go ahead and give you a quick peek of how it was shipped, how it arrived, and then we'll jump right into the rest of this video. Alright, so this is the box that the yoke arrived in my house. Right now, it's just a big shit show of foam pieces and bubble wrap. Only because as soon as it arrived, I cracked the thing right open and took it all apart. But it all fit in there perfectly. It was very snug and secure. There was no damage to it whatsoever. I mean, you'd pretty much have to drop the thing out of an airplane for it to do damage. There's no chance in hell that I'd be able to put this thing back together. So now that we've seen the box and how it was sent, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the yoke. So first things first, as you can tell, this yoke is pretty damn big, and let me also tell you it's just as heavy, and that is because I believe this is a steel frame that's protecting the inner components of the yoke, and then the yoke itself is actually aluminum. It's pretty big, pretty heavy, but that gives you an idea of the quality of this product. So just to touch on that a little bit, VirtualFly, the company that actually produced this yoke, got their start, from what I read, in 2004 in real-world aviation. These guys have designed full motion flight simulators and a lot of advanced stuff, so they started off in real world aviation at the top and are kind of extending their reach now into flight sim. So it ain't just a toy. Alright, this is the real deal. But anyways, we'll go ahead and take a look at some of the buttons and switches and just an overall closer look at the yoke itself. We'll start off here on the left side of the yoke handle. You have your elevator trim switch. And on the right side, you have a rudder trim switch. And back on the left side, just behind, you have a, that'd be a push-to-talk key, so you can key your mic, communicate with ATC when flying. Mayday Tower, this is Air Force One. The president is clogged the shitter. And on the right side, you have your, it'd be an autopilot disengage, I assume. In addition to that, you do have finger grooves on the back of the yoke handles. To the securing clamp, really simple installation. You just slide the metal clamp into the 2 openings on the bottom of the base and then secure with the handle on the bottom, twisting upwards and to the right. Speaking on that note, that is why I have a giant plank of wood sitting on my desk. My desk itself actually kind of has curved edges rather than just kind of a platform that extends outward, so I had to make this hideous addition to my desk. Anyways, now that we've taken a pretty close look at the yoke, we will go ahead and proceed with the testing of the yoke in Flight Simulator.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. How the fuck do you hear me? Alright guys, so we're in Flight Sim right now. We got the YOKO yoke all set up. We're sitting in the cockpit of the default 737. And of course we're at St. Martin, just to add the icing on the cake. It doesn't get any more cliche than this. We'll go ahead and get ready here, set flaps for takeoff. Boom, boom. We got roughly 25% fuel on board today, so we're just going to be doing a lap in the pattern, probably a little takeoff, a little landing. Keep it realistic as we can. We'll turn our landing lights on, strobe lights on, fast seatbelt sign. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight, this is your captain speaking with you. Testing out the flight dynamics of this plane. We may crash and burn, we don't know. Just strap yourself in for a fun ride. And I am using a fucking keyboard for my throttle, so I don't have a throttle quadrant yet. So bear with me on this one. That's why it'll be looking weird. I'm like looking down here and trying to fly at the same time. I'll try my best. So we'll go ahead and begin. I like to have my throttle quadrant down here. Let's power this puppy up. There she is. She's howling. Damn, those default engine sounds get me every time. No rudder pedals either, so I am using the yoke to steer. It's a little glitchy right now. Just try to ignore that best you can. Once we're airborne, it should go away. And V1, rotate, up we go. Ooh, nice and smooth, I like that. And positive rate, bring the gear up. Gear's coming up. Okay, I'll maintain about, we're about 15 degrees pitch, a little steep. Use that elevator trim, bring it down just a little bit. Alright, gear is up. We're past 200 knots, we'll go and bring flaps up. And we'll do a left-hand traffic pattern. Flight controls, very stable thus far. I do have quite a good bit of real-world flying experience, so I can tell you that this yoke does handle pretty realistically. Here, let me go ahead and bank it a lot just as a demonstration. When you go to a far left bank like this, there's added tension when you approach the turning limits of the yoke, which is realistic in terms of real world flying when you reach those limits, and the same thing for the right side. So as you begin a left turn, it's nice and smooth all the way around, whether or not you're in a steep bank or a shallow bank, pushing the stick forward or bringing the yoke back a little bit. It's all very smooth and very controlled. As far as the elevator trim keys go, quick response, same thing with the rudder trim, and keep in mind that is only rudder trim that I'm using. The rudder keys currently are on my keyboard, haha, rip. So the trim keys are very effective. I use them quite often. We'll go ahead and realign our trim. I have no idea where the airport is actually. Let me see if I'm on a downwind. Okay, kind of on a downwind. So we'll go ahead and bring the power back just a little bit. And this is a do or die, guys. If I fuck this landing up, you're going to watch it, all right? This is a one-time thing. I ain't getting a do-over. We're a little fast. We'll go ahead and bring power idle. We'll go ahead and set a couple notches of flaps, and we'll begin our descent. We're going to start. All right, stop yelling. We'll put the gear down. God, that is the most annoying sound ever in this game. Aside from the don't sink guy. That guy can kiss my ass. Anyways, all right, we got gear down. We're going to turn our base leg here soon and fly back to the airport. As I said before, you do have your ATC transmit key here, so we'll go ahead and do a little... let's troll the automated tower here in St. Martin. Tower, mayday, 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 Boeing 123. We got a left engine fire and a passenger in the rear cabin is stuck in the lavatory. We need an emergency landing. Alright, so we've just contacted the tower. We have a passenger in the back stuck in the lavatory. We don't actually have an engine failure. I don't know why I said that, but we're going to go ahead and turn this puppy around and bring her in for a landing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be aligned with the runway. Looks like I'm going to be coming a little bit towards the right, so we're going to have to get back aligned here, increase that bank a little bit more. And we're a little bit low on the approach. So I gotta get my shit together, and once we're back on the approach, we'll go ahead and land this puppy. Alright, so there we're getting back on the proper approach glide path. Red over yellow, that's what we're looking for. A little extra commentary on the flight controls. I love the fact that the trim switches are so extended from the yoke handles themselves. It really gives you good control of the trim. So we'll test the flight controls coming here on short final. I get good response. I have my sensitivity up high on the yoke and the null zones almost to the minimal level that they can be set. So coming in here, descending through 200 feet. There you go. My view is a little bit low in the cockpit, so forgive me. It looks like my nose is high, but it really isn't that high. Okay, 140 knots peg, coming in runway 9, looking good on center line. Let's not stall out over the beach. Keep that airspeed up. People are screaming as I'm coming in. Here we go. 30, 20, 10. Oh, money! Power idle. Ooh, that was nice. Alright, we got spoilers, and we'll go and bring 2 in reverse. Set the nose gear down nice and smooth, and reverse thrust. Beta 80 knots. Disengage reverse thrust. A little braking action here. And then we'll do a loop down at the end of the runway as per the procedure in St. Martin. Oh, here's one. Okay, so we're testing the, I'm using the yoke rudder. I don't have rudder pedals, and I prefer not to steer with my keyboard like a complete scrub. My analysis of that landing, money, as you saw, but in terms of the yoke handling, it really is a very realistic flight sim yoke. I'll provide links in the description if you want to check it out. It's expensive, okay? But this is an investment. This is not a toy. This is something that you buy it and you keep it. It's a lifetime guarantee. And that's not according to me, that's according to the developers, okay? This thing is very reliable. A lot of research and development went into this product. But as we park this plane, just on a closing note about this yoke, if you're a serious flight simmer looking for serious flight sim equipment, this is a product that you should definitely keep your eye on. I don't have any other experience with any yokes, because I said before, I've been keyboard and mouse prior to this. The only thing I can really relate it to is real world flying. The fact that it's all metal, has a very stable base, really handles very similar to how it would in real life. So I recommend, doing your research and really seeing all that the product has to offer and all that went into it. With that being said, go ahead and shut down the engine, just how they do in real life, Control Shift F1. And on that note, thank you guys for watching. I'd also like to thank Fly Virtual for sending me this product and allowing me to do a review video of it. I've had a blast using this yoke, very impressed by it, and just really thankful for the opportunity. Again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Air Force Proud 95, and I will see you next time.